Hey people, how's it going? So on today's video, I want to go ahead and talk about a game since it is the Christmas season, the holiday season. I want to go ahead and talk about a game that I've really enjoyed and loved the theme of, and the theme just matches with the season. So that is going to be Holly Jolly by 25th Century Games. It is for 2 to 4 players, ages 8 and up. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes to play, but if you know what you're doing and you're playing a 2-player, it's probably a little bit quicker and probably a lot quicker if you're knowingly trying to do like a speed round, just trying to play. And none other than Ben Pitchback and Matt Riddle are the designers for this game. This is two designers that we really enjoy in this household because we really enjoy Fleet the Dice game and Three Sisters. And I even think there's a third game coming out with motor vehicles. I think it's another roll and write in kind of the same fashion of Three Sisters and Fleet the Dice game. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and do like a quick overview and just tell you a little bit more about Holly Jolly and the cute artwork and how it plays. And what I'm about to show you is set up for 2 players, so there's some things that are taken out, but at least for 2 players, it's not, the rules aren't changed. You just take things out, and which is something I really appreciate in games, because a lot of the times I do just play a lot of 2-player games with myself and Sarah, and if the game kind of totally tries to change, like rules change, and it's for 2 players, it's kind of like and then all of a sudden you play with more people and you show this off to your friends, or you go to a game group, and then all of a sudden it's like feeling you have to even like learn a totally different, totally new game. And it's nice when board games, and not all of them can do this, but it's nice when they can, where the rules are the same. You just have to take things out or add things in, depending on your player counts. But without further ado, let's take a quick look and talk more about how Holly Jolly works. So this is a 2-player setup for Holly Jolly. And these are all of the snowflake ornaments that we went ahead and took out. The rulebook is really nice, to where it is pretty clear on what you're trying to do and how the game plays. So that's really appreciative. Even as a kind of expert gamer, someone that's been playing like light games, heavyweight games for a while within the industry, it's really nice when, even when you know what you're doing and know how most terminology is within the board game industry and within board games, that they still make it easy for others to learn, play, and even teach. If you can learn the game easily, hopefully you can teach the game just as easily. But yeah, the rule book is pretty awesome, and it's pretty well manageable, even for those of you that are just kind of getting into this game. So yep, and there's the awesome cover design, which is pretty cool. And this is kind of the orientation, or the setup for the game. It's a tree shaped, so which is pretty cool. And you got your stump, you got your stockings, your presents, your toys, and then your ornaments all around the board. And then you have your tinsel and light cards, 3 in the middle. You have a deck of tinsel and light cards, and then a draw row of 3. And then you have more ornament cards and more presents. Basically what you do on a turn is you'll take one of the tinsel or light cards, whatever value you want, and then you'll place it on one of the 3 existing tinsel or light cards. And then whatever's, like, say if I took this 0 tinsel and put it over that 2 tinsel, I would look at whatever other tinsels I'd have, and it would just be that 0. So then I would go ahead and take something that matches. So all these ornaments and even the star up here don't match my 0 tinsel. So I'll go look at the stump, and the stump will show me if I've played anything that is 0-5 lower and it doesn't match with any of the ornaments. I'll go ahead and take a stocking, which will, if I acquire this, I'll keep it face down, but I will be the only person that knows what is behind this stocking. And there are some good ones, and there are some lumps of coal. Next is the toys. The toys that are, or the presents that are flipped face up, those usually are just points, and everyone will be able to see them. You will not be able to flip them face down. And then even as you're going and say you're going ahead and making points, like if I took that 4 over there, went ahead and put it over that tinsel, and then was able to get one of these ornaments. Some of them are just set collection. The more of something I get, the more points they are at the end of the game. Some of them will let me to get an ornament plus one of the stockings or presents, and others will be set collection yet again, but whoever has the most. So if I have the most snowman ornaments, I'll get more points than others. So you're trying to collect more than others with the snowman ornaments. And last but not least, the stars. The stars are just where if you have 11 value to get it, you get it, and you get 6 points. And each player can only have 1 star. You'll keep playing until the ornaments deck or the presents and stockings deck run out. Once that runs out, one of those decks run out, you'll go ahead and then score up. You'll just count all the points, see who has the most of certain ones. I think that's only with the the snowmen. Snowmen are the ones that make that difference. Everything else is just basically how much do you have of that, and then how much points you gain. And whoever has the most points is the winner. You will, I don't know if I mentioned this, when one of those decks do run out, you will finish the round, so everyone will have an equal amount of turns. The game just doesn't end. We got some other additional cards. We got a Krampus card. We got some candy cane cards that we got from Chad from Tantrum Con in 2021. Unfortunately, that's the year it was supposed to come out. It was supposed to come out earlier, I think in 2020, if I'm not mistaken, but it didn't work out. So usually Tantrum Con is in February of that year, and he got it late, so he just held on to it. So this is kind of like its first year for its first kind of holiday season where it's supposed to be appropriate. So if you're interested, if you got interested from after this video and me talking about Holly Jolly, go check it out. Check your friendly local game store. Go to any kind of online retailer, or even heck, go to 25thCenturyGames.com. We'll link that in the description, and pick up your copy today if you want. If it's interesting to you. If it's not, that's sad. I like it. The first time we played it, we played a 3-player game, and it was interesting. I thought it was going to be a little fiddly by placing all the cards out and having to keep moving and shifting cards. But the way the game kind of intertwines, reloading everything, and how you have pretty short turns where you're just placing something, picking something. Everything is, the flow of gameplay is very smooth. It's never jerky. It never gets you to where like, oh, I just wish this was over, or man, I feel like I'm fiddling with cards so much. Because if each player takes their appropriate, if you don't just designate somebody to flip all the cards. And it's interesting because even if you don't get something that's on the board, like a value that is a value that's not on there, then anything 0 to 5 will get you something from the presents or the stockings. And if you get something more than that and you can't get anything with that value, then you can go ahead and get one of the stockings or the presents on the other side. Now, when you have the right value to get something, you have to grab one of the ornaments. You can't go ahead and decide, well, I don't want that, so I want to go ahead and get one of the presents or one of the stockings. You have to grab one of the ornaments. But yeah, it's a pretty quick, fast, interesting game. Again, it's 20 to 30 minutes. You can do it in 20, 30 minutes, but I feel like you can even do it a little faster. But obviously, when you're learning the game for the first time, it probably won't be that fast. Maybe, I don't know. I think experienced gamers will be quite alright, especially if you have someone that already knows the game and that can teach it fairly quickly. It's just a pretty simple, collecting cards, getting points, set collections, having the most of a certain type of card pretty easily. And a pretty nice game. It packs up, so it's very travel friendly, and it's something that would be, you could get your non-gaming friends and family into probably playing this with you because of the holiday season. And obviously, you get them trapped. Everyone's on vacation. People come, and unfortunately, some people have to work. And I'm sorry if that's you, but if you get them trapped, you can have them play this game. It doesn't take a lot to, not a lot of space in your bag. So if you're traveling, whether it's by car or by airplane, you can easily stick this in your traveling case. But yeah, so again, this is a pretty cool game. I like it a lot. Sarah enjoys it. I'm a big sucker for Matt Riddle and Ben Pitchback's games. They're contribute. I'm just trying to say that word. The thing they contribute to the hobby is just immenseful and enjoyable, and they're just one of the designers I look out for. Not intentionally, but when I see their name in a box, I'm like, ooh, piece of candy. So, yeah. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all got some information out of it. I will also link the BGG page in the description of this video, so you can go ahead and look at it more for yourself and see if this would be a nice addition to your game collection, and maybe one that you look out for and put in someone's stocking or gift it during this holiday season. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're playing games. So until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Toodles!